Hello. Welcome. I believe that if you are tuning on this video, you have successfully enrolled for our VID complete theory driving course. So this one is an online course, right? So I believe that wherever you are, you're comfortable, maybe at your home or wherever you are. Okay. So in this lecture, we're gonna be looking at mastering complex car diagrams. And I believe that after the end of this video, after the end of this lecture, you will not be able to not correctly answer any card diagram. You will be able to answer any card diagram very simple and very nice. So that's the aim and that's the main objective of this lecture, so that you'll be able to answer each and every card diagram correctly. Okay. So there are some lectures that you have to go through so that you become a master driver. So the reason why I did these lectures is because I explained that I have more people that I need to teach, and each student I get to teach them the very same thing. So why not just record this so that I upload them so that you can just watch them, right? So I understood that I have many students that I need to teach. So after I finish teaching this one, I'll go to the next one, I'll teach the same thing. After that one, I'll go to the next one, I'll teach the same thing. So I just thought to myself, why not just record so that the next student, right? Just because this is recorded does not mean that you don't have my full attention. Just know that I'm still available, right? If you have any question that at all that you have, just make sure that you let me know on the WhatsApp number. My WhatsApp number, you have it, right? Just make sure that you let me know. But I believe that after you've watched all of the lectures, and I'll give you the pre-test that you have. They are pre-tests so that you challenge yourself. You need to test the knowledge that we just given you. Okay, so after you've gone through these lectures, and there are quite a lot of them, right? There are about 5 lectures. Okay, so on another lecture, we're going to be looking at the 5 Zimbabwean vehicle road signs. So you need to know all the road signs. Then we're going to be looking at mastering some complex questions. So there are some complex questions that you need to know. Also going to be looking at all the braking distance, the stopping distance, and the reaction distance, and how we can classify them, how can you memorize them, and how can know them, so that you don't you're not found short when the question comes. Then we're also going to be looking at the traffic lights, the robot traffic lights, green, amber, red, how we can properly identify the robot traffic lights. So do make sure that you watch that lecture. Okay, do make sure that you go through all the lectures that I give you. Okay, so do not jump anything, just go through each and every one of them, so that this is for your benefit. You just don't want to be a person that just memorizes the answer and after you pass you forget, because you need this knowledge in the road. In the road where you are driving, you need it, because this concerns your safety and the safety of others. Remember, when you're driving, you're not only driving your car, you are also driving the car that is in front of you and the car that is at the back of you. So do make sure that you go through each and every lecture. And also, I especially encourage you that as you are going through this lecture, do you have a writing material, right? You have somewhere you can write down these things. They may not be easy for you to remember, so do make sure that you write down notes. This is cool. You benefit a lot if you treat it as such. Okay, so do make sure that you have writing materials down. Now I've said enough about our course. We are going to do this online course, right? Remember, we are looking at mastering complex car diagrams. Okay, now here are some of the things that I want us to look at. The first thing that we're going to be looking at, we're going to be looking at the 4 road rules. These are the road rules that you need to know. Okay, on every car diagrams, you need to know these road rules and which road rules you can apply. Then the second thing that we're going to be looking at is applying 2 road rules in one complex car diagram. A car diagram can come and it is complex, and it may require you to apply not only 1 but 2 road rules. So you need to know how to apply 2 road rules, and I'll show you, and I'll also show you in which order you need to apply them. Okay, then we're gonna also be looking at minding transverse or stop lines. So they are what we call stop lines or transverse lines on a car diagram. So what should you do? What does it mean if there is a stop line in front of a car? Does it mean that it is right of way or stuff like that? So do make sure that you have writing material so that you can write down notes. Write down notes. be a student. You benefit a lot if you treat school as school. Okay. Now, number 4, we're going to be looking at a four-way intersection. Now, if you have not known or heard of what a stop-way intersection is, that's why I made this course, so that you can properly understand them, right? They are such thing as a four-way stop intersection, and you need to know what to do at a four-way stop intersection. Then I'm gonna be looking at tricks on how to solve complex wire diagrams. Wire diagrams are quite complex. I understand that most people have trouble with them, so that's why I made this video. And after this video, I believe that if you have watched this video and you've taken down your notes, you never have any trouble with any car diagrams whatsoever. And remember, after this exam, get back to me. I have a test for you. I want to test you. I want to test that you have gone through this course. So get back to me. Remember, I'm still there, right? So get back to me. There's a test that I want you to partake, and that test to determine if you properly understood these things. If you didn't do great, you have to go through this course again, okay? Because I want you to understand, and I want you to answer each and every car diagram, and you have no challenge answering it. So this test comprises of 25 car diagrams questions only that you need to answer correctly. So I'm going to give you this test soon after this lecture, okay? Now let's begin. Now, road rule 1 says give right of way to traffic approaching from your right. So this is the basic road rule, and most people do know it. If you didn't know it, now you know it, okay? So as you can see on this car diagram, you can see that car A is car B coming from its right? So car A is car B coming from its right, so definitely car B goes first. So car A gives right of way to car B because car B is approaching from the right of car A. Therefore, car A goes last and car B goes first. So car A goes last, it means that it gives the right of way. And car B goes first, it means that it has the right of way. Okay? So I don't want you to be mistaken about that. Now, if a question says which car gives the right of way, it's saying which car goes last. Which car has the right of way, it means that which car goes first. Okay? So which car gives the right of way, which car goes last, which car has the right of way, which car goes first. Okay, so don't be mistaken about that. Okay, now here is a question. Now remember, after each and every road rule, we're gonna give you a question that we just test if you properly understand these things. Okay, and I encourage you just have writing materials, right? Writing materials so that you can test yourself, and also take down these notes. I cannot stress this point enough. Take down these notes. Okay, now this one says which car gives the right of way. Now we're looking at which car gives the right of way. We are saying which car goes last and which car does not have the right of way. Now you can see we have two cars there, car C and car B. Now car B is approaching from the right of car C, which means that car B goes first. But here we're looking at which car gives the right of way, which means that the car that gives the right of way is going to be car C. So it's A. The correct answer is A. Looking at another road rule, this is road rule 2, which says do not turn right in front of oncoming traffic. Now I'm gonna tell you what is an oncoming traffic, because some people do get confused on this road rule. Okay, so that's why I made these lectures, because I was always explaining the same thing to each and every student that I come across in. Okay, so most people don't know the difference between a crossing traffic and an oncoming traffic, and we'll look at it more, okay, on the next slide. Just know this road rule and write it down, which says do not turn right in front of oncoming traffic. You can see that car A and car B, they are oncoming because they're facing each other, right? So one of the synonyms of oncoming means facing each other, right? So car B cannot turn right in front of oncoming car A. So car B cannot turn right. You can see that car B wants to turn right here, so it cannot turn right in front of oncoming car A, right? So I hope you got that. Now here's a question just to test if you properly understood road rule 2, which says which car has the right of way. Now we are looking at the car that has the right of way. So Is it car A or car B? Now remember, we just said a car should not turn right in front of oncoming traffic. Now if you see here, these two cars wants to turn along this way. All these cars wants to turn along this way. Okay, so unlike the last car diagram where we had one car going straight, another one turning, but these two cars, they are both turning. But still, the road rule says a car cannot turn right in front of oncoming traffic. So what does that mean for us? It means that we need to find the car that is turning right. Okay, now if you look at car A is turning right. But what about car B? Car B is not turning right, it's turning left. Do you see that? Car B is turning left, it's not turning right. Which means that car A is the car that cannot turn right in front of oncoming traffic. So car A cannot turn right. I hope you have understood that, right? Okay. With that being said, it means that the car that has the right of way has to be car B. Now, I hope you not have any trouble with that kind of question ever again. Okay. Now, let's move on to the next slide. Now, this slide talks about crossing traffic and oncoming traffic. Now, I want you to understand the difference. Okay. So I was having some trouble with another student because she was applying these road rules interchangeably, because she had not clear understanding of what crossing traffic and what oncoming traffic is. So here I just want to explain to you the difference between crossing traffic and oncoming traffic. Now we just described two road rules there. Do not turn right in front of oncoming traffic. Road rule 1 says give the right of way to traffic approaching from your right. Okay, so you can see that we use road rule 1 here, we use road rule 2 here. Now what makes car A and car B crossing traffic is because you can see that car A is crossing. It is crossing here, right? It's crossing S to car B, and car B is also crossing S to car A. So it's crossing the road. But however, oncoming means they are looking at each other, right? They are facing each other and they are coming towards each other. That's what oncoming means. So if you have an oncoming traffic, it means that you should not turn right in front of oncoming traffic. And probably you have seen this on the road, right? If you're probably looking on the road clearly, you can see that car B should not be allowed to turn in front of car A. This, you've probably seen it on the road. If you haven't, it's probably mean that you're not paying close attention. But you have seen this on the road, I can assure you of that. You have seen that if car B is to turn here, it has to stop here and wait for car A to pass. So that's what oncoming means, and that's what crossing means. So if you have crossing traffic, it means that give the right of way traffic approaching from your right. If you have oncoming traffic, it means that you should not turn right in front of oncoming traffic. So I hope this matter is settled with and I've ended it. Okay, so now let's move on to our next slide. Now here we have road rule 3, right? And road rule 3 is concerning a traffic circle or a roundabout. Now at a roundabout, you should give the right of way traffic that is already circulating. Okay, so what does it mean? The traffic that is already in the roundabout, the traffic that is already circulating, that is already entered the roundabout, is the cars that have the right of way. Now we can see that we have car B and car A. And car A is already circulating, so it has the right of way. And car B should not enter into the roundabout if its entrance into the roundabout can disrupt or stop the movement of car A, because it is supposed to give the right of way to car A. Car A is already circulating, so it has the right of way. So at a roundabout, give the right of way to traffic that is already circulating. Now I hope I've stressed that point enough. If you're wise, I believe that you are writing notes. Okay, now let's look at this question just to test if you properly understood. This question says, which car or cars has the right of way? Okay, now we have 3 cars: car A, car B, and car C. Now we can see that car A is the only car that is circulating. But what about car B and what about car C? Now here is also another thing that I want to tell you about. Now at a roundabout, right, if a car can enter the roundabout without disturbing the movement of the cars that are already circulating, it means that it has right of way. Now these two cars, car B and car C, okay, car B and car C, if you look at it, car B and car C, you can see that car B can safely enter the roundabout without disturbing the movement of car A, because car A is way too far for it to be influenced by the movement of car B into the roundabout. Car A is way too far, is far away. So car B can safely enter the roundabout without disturbing the movement of car. So car B can safely enter the roundabout without disturbing the movement of car A. However, car C is close to the already circulating. Now, what that means is car C cannot enter the roundabout. Why? Because car A is close. And if car C attempts to enter the roundabout, it will disturb the movement of car A. Therefore, car C should stop whilst car B can safely enter. So the cars that have the right of way is car A and car B. Car A has the right of way because it is already circulating. Car B has the right of way because it can safely enter the roundabout without disturbing or hindering the movement of the cars that are already circulating. Okay? Now, here let's look at road rule number 4. Cars, which states that cars in the same road move at the same time. So this is just a principle of taking advantage. Now, what do I mean cars in the same road? You can see that car B and car C are oncoming traffic, right? They are facing each other. So they are in the same road. So that's what we mean when we say cars in the same road. These are cars that are facing each other and they can move at the same time. So car B and car C are in the same road, so they can move at the same time. So as car C moves, car B will move. Okay? So car A move last. So let's just look at it by using road rule 1. The road rule 1, we said give the right of way to traffic from your right. We can see that car B will give the right of way to car A and car A will give the right of way to car C. Okay, so car C has the right of way because it has no car approaching from its right. There is no car here. There is no car here approaching from the right of car C. So car C has the right of way. Okay, so car C will move. Then this road rule take into effect, which states that cars in the same road will move at the same time. So as car C move, car B will take advantage, because there is really nothing that is stopping car B from moving here. Because as you can see, if car C is to move, it definitely means that car A is blocked. So if car A is blocked, it means that car B can take advantage and move, right? Because there is really nothing that is stopping car B from moving. So that's why this road rule will take into effect, because cars in the same road, they will take advantage of each other. As C is moving here, whilst it is at this point, it will block the movement of car A. Now there is no point anymore for car B to give the right of way to car A, because car A is now blocked by car C. So car B can simply move because the road is clear. You see it? Now even if car B was standing right here, it can still take advantage of the movement of this car. Now, like we said, by using road rule 1, right? Now you can see that we are already using 2 road rules to answer the same question. Now we use road rule 1 here because road rule 1 said that give the right of way to traffic approaching from your right. Now we can see that road rule 1 said that car C should go first because it has no car on its right. Then this road rule 4, state that cars in the same road, they move at the same time, which means that as C moves, B will also move. B will take advantage. Okay, now let's test that theory. Now let's look at an example or a question to properly see if you have understood this one. Now this one says which car goes first. Okay, now here we have two car diagrams, right? Looking at the first car diagram, we have car B, car A, and car C. Now remember, I want to tell you about using two road rules to arrive at an answer, two road rules to come up with the proper answer. Okay, so we're going to be looking at the first road rule, which says give the right of way to traffic approaching from your right. You can see that car B will give the right of way to car A, and car A will give the right of way to car C. Now car C here is no car approaching from its right. Okay, so car C has no car on its right. So does it mean that car C should go first? So car C here has no car on its right. So car C has the right to move first. However, car C cannot turn right in front of oncoming traffic. You see, car C here is about to turn right, but it cannot turn right in front of oncoming car B. So car C definitely should not go first. So car C can move and stop here because it cannot turn right. Here, this turning right of car C is prohibited. So car C has to give the right of way to car A now. So car C has to give the right of way to car B. So now the right of way has now been transferred from car C to car B. Okay? Now I really hope you have understood that. Looking at this, the second car diagram, we can see that car C will give the right of way to car A and car A will give the right of way to car B. Now car B has nothing on its right here. Okay? So car B has nothing on its right. So car B will move first. Okay? So while car B is moving, and mind you, car B is not turning right or anything, it's going straight. So it keeps its right of way. It does not give it to C because it is not turning right in front of C. However, C is turning right in front of B. So does it mean that C should go last? So another thing that I want to teach you is that if you look at a car diagram, you should be able to understand which car goes first, which car goes second, and which car goes third. Now that's one of the things that I want to teach you. So I want you to pause this video and tell me which one goes first, which one goes second, which one goes third. Okay, so I believe that you've answered it. So let's look at it together. Let's look at the second car diagram first. Okay, so we have arrived at the first. Now we have arrived at car B by using the first road rule, which says that C gives the right of way to A and A gives the right of way to B. B has no car on its right, so it goes first. Now using another road rule, which says cars in the same road, they move at the same time. If you see B here moving, it will definitely block A, which means that C can take advantage and also move. But C, we have to turn right soon after the movement of car B. Now looking at the first one, right, we have arrived at C because C has no car on its right by using the first road rule. Okay, so what that tells us is C will move right, but it cannot turn right in front of B. So B goes first, followed by C, right, and the last to go will be A. Here B goes first, followed by C, and the last we have to be A. Okay, so it's in the same order on both car diagram. So it's B, C, and last it's A. Okay, here I want us to properly look at this, how to use two road rules to solve complex car diagram.